Welcome back, Andreas. It has been too long since you have graced his court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at the Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of the Prince Bishop of Friesling. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know that he could not have done it. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. Thank you, Socrates. Thank you. In addition to having no motive and violence not being part of his character, he is not physically capable of the act. He is of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. A whole lot of inconceivable stuff happens on this hell of an earth, Andreas. I do not deny that it is possible, but I believe it is extremely improbable. So, what do you intend to do about it? When I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe he'll see there are much more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? I have to save Brother Piero's life. He has no one else to help him. Your love for and devotion to him speak well of your character. A man who is humble before his elders honors also his gods. Of course you'd say that, old man. He is right though. If Andreas doesn't help him, no one will. Exactly. I understand why his brothers and sisters cannot act against the abbot, but I must do something. Why does that stupid footprints abbot care about the death of a useless fart? Like Lorenz of Rothberg anyway. Well, I can't disagree with your assessment of them. I didn't ask for you to agree with me. If you can't think for yourself, you're no better than them. Human. In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. wise or foolish, corrupt or just. The Archdeacon will be the first and possibly final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side, using the tools favored by men such as him. Reason? When's the last time you met a man who's really ruled by reason? Wisdom? Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. Authority? Despite your talent, you are merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Friesling. You have no authority with him. Honesty? You must be honest in all things, Andreas. But many are not willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. If reason, wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph, what am I left with? Hope. Lies. Truth. Above all, faith in providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? There were other people in the Abbey and Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. The widow Campbell despised Lorraine for maiming her late husband. Maimed how? The Baron beat him savagely following an argument about trespassing on the Campbell's farm. His injuries were so severe that they never truly healed, and he needed a cane to walk. He died less than a year ago. Attila is certain it's because of the wound he received that day. Why did the two quarrel? My understanding is that it was simply an argument about trespass that got out of hand. And now, I suppose she will lose their home? My apologies. His home. For what reason? Should an aged widow not live out her remaining days in peace? She should, but she won't. She didn't squeeze out any Lone Campers but all Ragning, so away the house goes. Yes, because women must fight to own property. We exist on the sufferance of men. It's true and terrible. Easy to understand Attila's anger. Good. Perhaps if more men understood our just anger, the laws would change. A good man does not sit idly while injustice flourishes around it. Alice, a half-trained artist with half a university degree, going to do against the might of the Holy Roman Empire? Idiots. You have established a motive for the widow, Andreas. But there is another matter that requires inquiry. While women and men are equal in most natures, women are weaker in strength. How could a woman of Attila's age overpower a healthy man like the Baron? I must admit, it seems unlikely. She could have stabbed the Baron with his own knife. If you mean to convince the Archdeacon that an old woman killed the Baron, this would be a difficult obstacle to overcome. Are there any others you suspect? I've found no other suspects. You have brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. I pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. I am prepared to meet the day. Before you go, Andreas, there is one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know, but you need not tell him everything. I think I understand. There is a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Why? The Baron is dead. All of the people with a motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them. Whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. Right, no point in throwing everyone waist deep into all that mess. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I have faith in Providence. Until we meet again, Andreas, God be with you. And also with you, Your Majesty. should find someone to eat with. Andreas? There is a brother from the Abbey here to see you. What about? He wouldn't say, only that he had to speak with you urgently. He seemed quite rattled. Please speak to the brother, he's just outside. Andreas, Christ, there you are. Mind your language, brother. I've no time for delicates, damn you. It's the Archdeacon. He's come early, with an entire retinue in tow. He's questioning everyone who knew the Baron and Brother Pierre. I've already told him the little I know. He expects to speak with you today at Nuns. He requested you specifically. I went to the Gurtners at Vespers to try and warn you, but you never showed up. Where were you all night? Just out, you know how it is. No, I don't. I'm a monk, for Christ's sake. Anyway, he's questioning everyone in the chapter house, and he's keenly interested in you. Who was with him? Several men-at-arms, a gaggle of functionaries, and an executioner. I hope your prying has borne fruit, or Piero's neck will meet the sword. I've done the best with the time I've had. Only in a couple more days. Whatever happens, Piero knows you've been working hard on his behalf, and he's grateful for it. Only, Andreas, I had to prepare for the Archdeacon, Brother Wilslav. Please leave me in peace. Oh, right, certainly, I understand. So, goodbye then. See you later. Be well. I realize that sounds rude, but I do know what he's warning about, and there's an option I'd like to try. I don't think he's happy. His face doesn't tell you how grateful. Be well, Andres. I will pray for Pierre's deliverance tonight. I really don't like the look on his face. You should as well. Bless you, Master Mailer. May I ask you some questions, Sister Matilda? No, Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's truly necessary. This concerns the murder of the Baron. Yes, it's tragic, but what does it have to do with me? Why did you have to leave the Abbey to go to a hermitage? I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that word wrong also. That's the common thing with this game, unfortunately. Baron Rothvogel had an appetite for young women. Neither his marital vows nor the vows of women seemed to matter much to him. When I was on my way to town one day, he surprised me in the meadow and made his interests clear. I refused his advances. I thought that it would be the end of it. This was not enough, because he did the same thing the next day. I refused him again. I thought if I was patient, the problem would leave with him. I never thought that the Baron was capable of doing what he did. On the third day, he attacked me on my way through the meadow. He dragged me into the forest where he could have his way with me. I managed to scratch his neck. It saved my virtue, but it enraged him. He beat me until he was exhausted, and he left me there in the woods. Mother Cecilia had me removed from the Abbey for my safety until I could recover. The wounds to my body have healed, but the attack has left a lasting injury in my mind. I have to say this sounds like a strong motive to kill the Baron. I was angry. I was filled with hate, yes, but it's been years. Mother Cecilia and Father Thomas helped me move past the anger to find the love in this community. Father Thomas? Yes, Father Thomas is our confessor. We can talk to Mother Cecilia about our problems, but only a priest can hear our confessions. Sis Matilda, did you receive a strange note recently? Yes, how did you know? Others have received notes as well. What did it say? Here, look for yourself. Remember what he did, the violence he suffered. The red bird flies. Martin's chapter. Rosbergo, the red bird. I found it in my bed in the nun's dormitory. You can keep it if you like. In your bed? Who could have put it there? The only people allowed beyond the garden are the sisters. I can't imagine any of them making this. Mother Cecilia and Sister Illuminata have beautiful handwriting, but both of them have been so kind to me. Thank you for your time, sister. God bless you, Master Mailer.